Well, I was sitting there. Roger was sitting here. Tom there. Remember, July 5th, 1969. Remember every minute of it. And so we chit-chatted for a while. And pretty soon Roger says to me, well, how do you feel about what happened to Tom? And I said, oh, I feel great. I wish it would happen to me. Because I just saw such a change in him. And of course, Roger just sat right up right there. And he said, do you want to ask Jesus into your life? And I didn't know anything about the Bible. And I said, no, not yet. I got to learn more about the Bible. I got to get myself ready for this, And he says, no, my dear. He said, Jesus will take you just as you are, and he will teach you what you need to know. Oh, I'll tell you, was I scared. I didn't know anything. I said, well, yeah. And so Roger came over to me, and he said, now you just pray. I wasn't taught to do that. The pastor always prayed. So I didn't know what to say. I didn't know you could just talk with God. Well, Roger sensed that. Bless his heart. So he said, okay, just pray after me. I said, oh, okay. So he prayed, and I prayed after him. That was real. So then Tom McCumber was in a Bible study group. Well, they were meeting that night. And so Tom invited us to come. Oh, that scared me. I thought, I'm new. And then all these spiritual people, I did not want to go. But I agreed to go. And so we did. And so we get there to this meeting. These people were like magnets for the love of the Lord. They just drew me in. And Tom McCumber leans over to me and he said, Gayle, tell them what happened to you this afternoon. And I said, no. Shine me. Oh. So the meeting went on farther, and I'm getting a little more drawn in. He asked me a second time, will you tell him what happened to you this afternoon? And I said, well, ask me later. And so the meeting gets going on a little later. And so he comes out. He didn't let me go. He came after me again. He said, will you tell him what happened to you this afternoon? And I said, okay. Well, I didn't know how to give a testimony, so I just said, well, I know the right way. So I just told them step by step, like I just told you. They just loved on me. They affirmed me. We went to that group for several years, and we learned. We'd had 7 years without the Lord. We had to make some changes. And so who did the Lord give us? A young single pastor, Eric Rockoff from Watertown. Seminary student. Single. Young. So he would come every Monday and stay with us Monday nights. And he was as straightforward as they got. He would minister to us. Dad would get mad and yell at him, and I'd sit there and cry, And he wouldn't let us off the hook. He specifically threw questions at us. Well, Tom, what do you feel? And I'm sitting here crying all the time because I'm the emotional one, But, without the Lord, we had our own ways. We each wanted our own way. And then when we came to the Lord, we had to shift gears and try and do what the Lord wanted us to do.